Family, this next song we're getting into comes to us by way of the PayPals. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with the PayPal requests. Link is in the description below if you'd like to throw a request up for the channel for me to react to. I deeply appreciate it, family. Without any further ado, this is Stromae. We're going to let him cook. Please cook, sir.
Dites-moi d'où il vient, enfin je saurai où je vais. Maman dit que lorsqu'on cherche bien, on finit toujours par trouver. Elle dit qu'il n'est jamais très loin, qu'il part très souvent travailler. Maman dit travailler c'est bien, bien mieux qu'être mal accompagné.
So, I mean, you see this mannequin-like figure, and of course I have the lyrics pulled up to translate from the French. The English meaning is, tell me where he comes from. Then I'll finally know where I'm going. Mama says that when we search carefully, we always eventually find, right? So the child starts out by asking about his father's origin because he's really asking about kind of his own origin and destination maybe. So we imagine that if we could understand where we come from, we would know what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to become. But mother kind of offers this hope kind of as a proverb, not necessarily as the truth. Right? She says he's never very far away, right? And that he often kind of leaves for work, you know? Mama says that, you know, working is good. It's better than keeping bad company. She's trying to kind of just get him to kind of stop thinking about it. At least that's what it seems like from me. We're going to continue to let him cook. I'm going to go back a couple bars.
Enfin je saurai où je vais. Maman dit que lorsqu'on cherche bien, on finit toujours par trouver. Elle dit qu'il n'est jamais très loin, qu'il part très souvent travailler. Maman dit travailler c'est bien, bien mieux qu'être mal accompagné.
Right.
Pas vrai? Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts.
Okay, now what are we talking about? Ooh, eto papa. First of all, that beat is fire. You know what I'm saying? I need that in my life. I would, you know, sometimes it doesn't necessarily need to be an English version. I don't know if this would sound as flame in English. Ooh, eto papa. He's saying, isn't that right? Where is your father? Tell me, where is your father? Without even having to speak to him, right? You know, and you know, again, he's saying, isn't that right? Where is your father? That isn't that right kind of expresses the crack in the whole story. The child isn't convinced. He imagines the ideal father as somebody who's intimately present, right? And that fantasy kind of makes the real absence even more painful, right? Let's continue. Now that ute, papa, ute, I'm going to go back a couple parts just because I want to dance to that. You know, but it means counted my fingers. Where are you, dad? Where are you, dad? Where are you, dad? And, you know, the counting fingers kind of suggests that waiting, nervousness. It's childlike too, right? It's like an attempt to measure immeasurable lengths of time. You know, my dad left when I was 6 and I was a mama's boy, so I didn't feel it quite as badly as my big brother did. But, you know, the repeated question just becomes kind of rhythmic because the pain often becomes, you know, bearable when kind of converted into ritual, into, you know, music or into play, right? This is very deep.
Comptez mes doigts. Où t'es, papa, où t'es? Où t'es, papa, où t'es? Où t'es, papa, où t'es? Où t'es, où papa, où t'es? Où t'es, 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 où papa, où t'es? Quoi? Qu'on y croit ou pas, il y aura bien un jour où on n'y croira plus. Un jour ou l'autre, on sera tous papa et d'un jour à l'autre, on aura disparu. Serons-nous détestables? Serons-nous admirables? Des géniteurs ou des génies? Dites-nous qui donne naissance aux irresponsables.
Des génies, the génie. What are you saying, buddy? Hit me again, please. I Danny to run that back.
Quoi, qu'on y croit ou pas, y aura bien un jour où on n'y croira plus. Un jour ou l'autre, on sera tous papa, et d'un jour à l'autre, on aura disparu.
So there's more like, where are you, Dad? What, you know, whether we believe it or not, a day will come when we no longer believe. Sooner or later, we will all become fathers. So the song kind of suddenly moves from one missing father to the destiny of every child. Childhood faith kind of eventually collapses. We stop believing parents possess the answers, and we discover that we have to become the adults we were waiting for the entire time. Damn. Look, the young man's father is a mannequin.
N'y croira plus. Un jour ou l'autre, on sera tous papa, et d'un jour à l'autre, on aura disparu. Serons-nous détestables? Serons-nous admirables? Des géniteurs ou des génies? Dites-nous qui donne naissance aux irresponsables.
So we just said, and from one day to the next, we will have disappeared. We'll be detestable. Will we be admirable, mere biological fathers, or geniuses? Shoot. Right? Fatherhood stands between birth and disappearance. The question isn't whether we will reproduce, but what kind of presence will we become, right? Hear him out.
Admirables, des géniteurs ou des génies, dites-nous qui donne naissance aux irresponsables. Hein? Dites-nous qui. Tiens, tout le monde sait comment on fait des bébés, mais personne sait comment on fait des papas. Monsieur, je sais tout, on aurait hérité, c'est ça. Faut le sucer de son pouce ou quoi? Dites-nous où c'est caché, ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois qu'on a bouffé nos doigts. Hey, où t'es, papa, où t'es? Où t'es, papa, où t'es? Où t'es, papa, où t'es?
Guys, before we went into the chorus again, the idea is Mr. Know-It-All supposedly inherited the answers. Is that it? Are we meant to suck it from our thumbs or what? Tell us where it is hidden. It must be at least 1,000 times that we have. He's mocking the idea that adulthood arrives automatically, or that wisdom is inherited intact. Society expects men to know how to father without showing them how, right? We demand answers from the very generation whose absence created the question. Why is it such a banger, though, like sonically?
Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts.
I love that the chorus returns and it's unchanged, but its meaning subtly expands, right? Because at first, it's concerned, about absent men, and now it addresses the missing model of fatherhood itself, right? The individual's father is absent, and so is the knowledge of how to even become one, right?
Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans même devoir lui parler, il sait ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts. Hey. Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es, où t'es, où papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es?
I wonder how he got his dad to move. Did you see that? Look at that.
Papa, ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché? Ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts. Hey. Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa,
Interesting.
où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es, où t'es, où papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es, où t'es, où papa, où t'es?
So, guys, he did say, where are you, Dad? Where is your father? Tell me, where is your father? Without even having to speak to him. And so the song kind of circles backwards. This is kind of how unresolved wounds operate, right? Intellectual insight doesn't necessarily free us from the original question, right? The adult may understand generational irresponsibility, but the child within him still asks simply, "Where's my dad?" You know what I'm saying? That was insane. That was Stromae. Fam, like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave some comments down below if I missed anything, which I likely did. Guys, this was very deep. I can't believe it was such a banger, given how deep and kind of dark that it was. Family, let me know, where are we going with this? Is there, is this a one-hit wonder situation? Is there more bangers? Guys, let me know in the comments below. Correspond with me. Till next time, love you, family, and stay balanced, please.